Hi ladies, welcome to the Feminine Mystery. My name is Azalea Dawn, and on my channel I discuss femininity, elegance, and leveling up to attract the right hypergamous partner for you. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then please subscribe and check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Leave a like below to spread this message to more like-minded women. And without further ado, let's get started. So today's video is all about the jobs that you can work while leveling up, right? To keep you stress-free, feminine, and full of finding rich men at this workplace. So let's get into that. Now, when it comes to working, you need to understand going into any of these suggestions that I'm going to make that these jobs have no real power over you, right? Like, it's not like you're in middle school or something and they can send you to detention. It's not as though you can be sent to I don't know, like jail or something for being, like a less than great employee. It's really on you how you utilize these jobs in the first place. So that's kind of the mindset that you need to have just going into your relationship with work. You need to be starting to think about divesting from having a job in the first place and prioritizing taking care of you, right? So always have the mindset of working harder on yourself than you are on your job. First of all, we have jobs in corporate America. Now, I understand that if you are somebody who maybe you are a little bit put off by the idea of working in corporate America, you might automatically associate it with something like having a high stress job or something of that nature, but you really don't have to. You can go and work in many roles in corporate America, especially HR, and have a very low stress job, especially if you are young and attractive, very good looking, right? You can get a lot of privilege in these roles. For example, in HR, they're always looking for young girls who are very pretty, very social, and who have a 4-year degree. So if that sounds like you, it would be a great opportunity for you to go and work in HR in corporate America, especially because you're getting exposure, right? When you think about Fortune 500 companies, right? The 500 most profitable companies in the world, you can work at any one of these companies and you're exposed automatically to many of the richest men in the world, right? They're parts of these companies. Maybe they're on the board, maybe they're in leadership, maybe they're somehow in management, but you're getting exposure to them just by working in these buildings, working in these offices. Beyond that, you have to understand as well that these jobs can be very leisurely, especially if you're young, you're pretty, you're good looking, like I was saying, because you're walking into this with a lot of privilege that you maybe wouldn't have if you were, say, like a bit heavy and 47 years old, where people have more expectations of you. When you're young, you're pretty, you're feminine, and you're sociable, people don't really need that much from you. And at the end of the day, in a lot of these roles, you can defer a lot of decision making to whoever's above you, your management and your leadership. You're also getting the opportunity to work in some of these beautiful campuses, right? So you have this beautiful place that you can come to work. It's a very relaxing environment, a very neat, well-kept environment. And you can, at the end of the day, come in here and prioritize yourself. A lot of these places have, stores that sell discounted healthy food for their employees. They have gyms and recreational programs that you can make use of. So there's a lot of benefits to working in these jobs that you can choose to utilize at any time. And like I said, once you're going to come in and work in corporate America, you really need to prioritize the fact that you're not coming here to be like their number one employee. You want to be working on yourself and prioritizing you. So if that means that you're going to come in at 8 a.m. and leave at 3 p.m. on the dot, then you really want to make sure that you're doing that. But using this opportunity like this, you can really get the most out of working a corporate job in the United States especially, and you can, like I said, get a lot of exposure to affluent men in these corporations. Now, ladies, my second suggestion for you is a job in luxury sales. So what does that mean? Cars and houses, houses and cars. But even if you can get into selling, like high-end men's fashion, I would suggest that as well. But the point of working in luxury sales is that this is a field in which you are basically paid to build relationships with affluent people, right? So when we think about, like why do we have like salespeople at all, especially for luxury goods like Mercedes, Bentleys, or even, luxury real estate, right? These things already sell themselves. People already want Mercedes. So what's the point of having a sales lady, right? It's all about the relationships that you build, right? Specifically, it's about you getting a client, right? A customer, somebody who is a qualified buyer into the store to buy from you. That's the point of you being there. And when it comes to the advantages of you being, a young and pretty, beautiful young lady, right? This is really important because you can get people to come in more than, a lot of men can, right? You're kind of like catnip for customers. People like to come in there regardless of gender and sexuality, really. They like to come in there and see you. They like to see your beauty in the same way that, like if you're a pretty girl, you have like an easy time on a social media app like TikTok, right? Because people want to come in and see you, you're getting more customers in the door, and therefore, like, even if you don't necessarily have a ton of experience in sales, like, you're gonna have an easy time like coming into this business. For example, even in the Oppenheimer group and Selling Sunset, you'll notice that even though they're like this top real estate firm, a lot of these girls are coming into it and they don't have prior experience either in sales at all, or especially in real estate. They just get their real estate licenses sometimes. And again, like this is a job where you are getting paid to build relationships. So anytime you're investing in your level up by taking a trip somewhere, maybe you're going to Capri or you're going to New York City or something like that, you're again investing in your level up, but you're also investing in building relationships and building a network of clients. So you can travel more, you can, network more, you can go out more and build those relationships that are going to help you in your personal life and in your personal level up. But you can also do that on your, I guess, like on your time as an employee, if that makes sense. You won't have a boss, at least if they're smart, right? You won't have a boss that is complaining about that because they know that you're out there, you're building relationships, and that you are at the end of the day bringing more customers with you into their door. So, like I was saying, luxury sales is definitely a great place to, a great field to get into if you are a lady who's looking to level up, and I definitely think that it's something to consider. Now, ladies, my last recommendation for you is to consider working as a private school teacher. Now, this might come as a bit of a surprise, but again, why do I say private school teacher as opposed to public school teacher, right? Because this is going to be a much easier and less stressful job, especially for, an elegant, pretty, feminine young lady. This is going to be a much easier job than working at a public school for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, your working environment is going to be better. There's going to be better upkeep, especially depending on the school that you work for, right? This is going to be a much more aesthetically pleasing, nice place to come to work every day. But beyond that, you're going to be dealing with students that have, much different backgrounds than those who go to public school. You're going to be dealing with a lot of people who are from the elite and the affluent society, right? Even if they are still kids, like that's how they're being raised at the end of the day in order to afford going to a lot of these, elite private schools. And you're going to get a lot of advantages coming into it as well, because as a young, elegant, and feminine lady, right, you, even if you are lacking a bit in experience, if you're lacking a bit in qualifications, again, as long as you can legally teach in the state that you're attempting to do that in, right, you are going to be able to come in even with, like a lack of like on paper qualifications other than that, just because you are, again, a part of the brand that they're looking to sell. You are young, you're elegant, you're pretty, you are well kept, and that is what they're looking for as far as teachers. So definitely consider giving that a shot if you're looking for something like that and you think that you would enjoy teaching. All right. Alright, ladies, this is the end of this video for me. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like below to help spread this message with more like-minded ladies. And if you're interested in more content on hypergamy, elegance, and leveling up, then please check out the other videos on my channel. But like I said, remember to work harder on you than you do on your job. Don't go into anything trying to be the best employee ever. Focus on being the best you that you can possibly be, and going like that, you can enjoy any job that you have. Bye.